It's Monday, September the 23rd. I'm still John Evans, and you're on the Small Town Network.
Yeah, I'm Scott Wilk, and you're watching Community News. First of all, welcome to all those folks. So that's
not Howard.
That's not Howard over there. He's actually at the city council meeting.
Yep.
Getting ready to broadcast that for you guys on Town and Talk. If you're not on that page, you need to get on that page. And,
especially with election coming up.
Yeah, so we'll share that with you in just a moment. Also, don't forget, we are on all of the platforms now. Twitter, Instagram, you're probably watching us on Facebook. We're in HD on YouTube, and that is our email address, and we'll tell you more about that later. Got a couple things to add before we start the program. First of all, thank you to all the groups that share the program. If you're brand new to us, we're a local weekly program. We're bringing you things to do this week. Later in the show, we'll do things to do later on in the upcoming weeks. We got weather from Ben Cathy, WVLT, and we got school news, and we even got some animals from Roane County Animal Shelter. But before we start, we both had some adventures this weekend.
Yeah.
One of the events that we talked about, the Bacon Festival.
Yeah, Tom and Tiffany and I hauled our rear ends up to Monterey and went to the Bacon Festival. It was a lot of fun. They did a good job putting that on. Downtown Monterey's got some beautiful old buildings, and it looks like they're doing a good job of getting those open back up. And that was Tom and I with a pig.
Yeah,
this is... I'm sorry, I ran my mouth too
That's
long.
Okay.
They got a wonderful train museum. They do little guided tours of it, and there's one story about displayed there about a little girl who saved a lot of people because the bridge was up here at the top of the mountain, and she ran down the tracks in a storm and stopped the train.
Wow.
Yeah, so it's pretty neat.
Wow.
And I spoke to one of the people there, and there's only about 20 miles of track between Monterey and the Franklin Limestone line that they need to put together. And if they did that, you could have passenger service to Nashville, on to Memphis, to Knoxville from here.
Wow.
We could have a depot at the base of the mountain. That would be so cool.
Oh man.
Yeah.
You said that's an ice cream.
That's a diesel-powered ice cream the Mennonites ice cream churn the Mennonites had.
That's cool.
That was really cool. It was a little band that was playing. They weren't from anywhere around here. I think they were from North Carolina. And is it Mount Airy? That's
Mount Airy, yeah.
Is really Mayberry.
I think so.
They were doing some Darlin songs, and talked to them about that for a while. We ate some bacon, really good bacon. One company you could buy a plate, and they had their different flavors of bacon. There's Tom and Tiffany at the start of the festival.
Yeah.
And they had all different kinds. One of them was a fall spice. I didn't like that one. I'm not big on the pumpkin spice stuff. Tiffany liked it, but that ain't for me. But other than that, they were all good.
That's very cool. My buddy Jim Ball was in town, and we went to Roosevelt Mountain, and wanted to show you. We took the drone up there and buzzed the tower, but it was a hazy, very humid day. And of course, if you haven't been up there to the tower, a lot of vandalism and stuff and graffiti and stuff. But we took the drone out there to check that out. There is the racetrack that's going in, and that is very cool. Got to do a story on that with WVLT. And now then we went to Ozone Falls, and where the Ozone Falls usually are. And that normally where we were standing right there is underwater most of the time. But you'll see, I'll go up where the waterfall normally is at, but it was dry. It was just dripping.
Well, I'm just saying, and if you're from around here and you know where he's at right there, I've never seen it that dry.
Yeah, it's unreal. You'll see at the top there are some people up there, but you'll see where the water, and like you said, if you've been there, you know exactly when you see that you see a little bit of water sprinkling down, but that was it. And it's just unreal. It's just so dry. But I talked to Ben Cathy earlier. He actually shared this video on WVLT's website. But he's saying that it should change. In the next 3 days, it should be a total difference. So if I can get there, I will. I'll try to
Do
give
it before and after.
Yeah, that'll be the before. But yeah, it's pretty crazy. There's the big ledge right there that John used to rock
We used
climb.
to rappel off that.
Yeah, but unreal how dry it is, and obviously there's a drought. But anyway, we'll get right into the show. Things to do is our first segment, which is brought to you by none other than Mr. John Evans and Evans Financial.
Evans Financial, right across from the park, what used to be a park, still is a park, and a sleeping area on occasion. But after that, of course, everybody's doing a lot with their buildings downtown. It's looking pretty good. So why don't you come down and check those out, see what there is. There's ice cream on the corner, a whole bunch of stuff to do. And amongst that is me. You can come in right through that door and see me.
Yeah.
If you've got old statements of things you left somewhere else and you don't know the guy that's handling it for you, good chance I can be your guy. Bring those statements in. We'll have a look at them, make sure you're on the right path, and we get them transferred over here, manage them right in Rockwood.
Yeah, so go see him. There's his details. Give him a call if you want to, or you can message him through the show here.
Yeah, absolutely.
Either way, we'll get to him. All right, things to do. And again, this is things to do this week. We got things to do in the upcoming weeks coming on later in our other interest. First of all, this one's going on through October 4th, but it's a good cause.
Yeah, it's a fall break food drive, and they're collecting all kind of shelf-stable stuff. But there's a little list of some of the things they want to get, macaroni and cheese, ramen, fruit cups, and things like that. But mostly stuff that'll stay on the shelf for a while. People out there that need some food, and why not give it to them? There's a list of drop-off locations.
Yeah.
So the deadline is October 4th. That's fast approaching.
Yeah, and then it continues at the Palace. This is the Crossville Palace, but the movies continue. Halloween movies this week is Dracula, the 1931 version, and then Thursday is the Dracula Prince of Darkness, which is the 66 version.
Yep.
But go see that. That's awesome.
They're diving deep back into the old movies for these things.
Yep, all those movies are $5. They be jamming.
They still be jamming over at the Bradbury Community Club in over there, in Oak Ridge, I think, and just outside of Kingston.
Yeah.
And 6 to 10 p.m., $2 gets you in for the same $2. You can get over there and play as well, so go do it.
Yeah, go check it out. Food trucking.
Food trucking Wednesday. It's always good. We don't know who it's going to be, but no need to bring you lunch on Wednesday. Get over to Harriman and see what food trucks there.
Yeah, Cumberland Food Farmers Market still going.
And these are central times from 9:30 a.m. to 12 at Peavine Road and Stonehenge Drive in Crossville.
And they're worshiping every week.
Every Wednesday they have their adult Bible study at 7 at the Presbyterian Church. There's the schedule of the other events, Sunday school at 10. Sunday worship service at 11, the Women's Association on the second Thursdays at 6:30, and Love Kitchen Meal and Fellowship on the second and fourth Saturdays at 4.
Yeah, and we've reached the end of this list on the Crossville Music at the Grove.
Yeah, you look all the way down to the bottom of that list, you see Sail On, and that's who's going to be there at 6 Central Time.
Yeah, and that's a Beach Boys tribute band. You can go check that out at smithvilleReview.com. Another one we're at the end of the list, the Sweetheart Pageant.
Yeah, the United Fun Variety Show is coming to a close this Saturday with the Sweetheart Pageant at 7 p.m.
Yeah, and that's Central Time again, and back in Soddy Daisy.
They're having their farmers market at Post Tavern Park and down in Soddy Daisy.
And then back to Kingston's Farmers Market.
Yeah, beautiful place for a farmers market there on the lakeside in Kingston, and that runs from 9 a.m. to 12.
And then the Jim Henry Center.
The Jim Henry Center has a farmers market from 8 a.m. to 12, so you can hit both those.
Yeah, absolutely. And then we got a gala going on.
Yep, the Roane County Heritage Commission Gala at 6 p.m. and the courthouse lawn.
Yeah, call that number for more info. And then we got Hogs and Hoses.
Hogs and Hoses for the Kingston Fire Department, 9:45, and the register at 8:30. And it starts at 9:45 at Southwest Point, and $20 a bike get you in that.
Yeah, they got the, you can go and check it out on Kingston Fire Department's Facebook. They've got the info on where the map goes and all that stuff. Or just give them a call there. Thief Neck Paddle Quest.
Yeah, this sounds like a lot of fun, but the Thief Neck Paddle Quest, I guess they're starting at Tom Fuller Park. They're going to paddle to or around Thief Neck Island.
Yeah, it's weird.
It'd be a heck of a paddle, but it'd be a lot of fun.
Yeah, absolutely. And this is another cool one, the Rockwood Rising.
Yeah. We're planning on doing the Apple Festival that's coming up, but I may have to stop in there first I love a good air show,
Yeah.
and they're going to have a lot of airplanes on display up here at the Rockwood Airport this Saturday at 9 a.m.
Yeah, some helicopters too, looks like on the list. I got another one kind of like that coming up. And then the Southeast Ranch Horse Show Association.
I'm glad you worked through that one. But it's at Roan State, using both arenas from 7 a.m. to 11.
And then at their Oak Ridge campus this weekend.
Yeah, street painting festival. I think that's a really cool thing. I often, tried to do that during our fall festival and stuff, but I never really pulled it off.
Huh.
And I think that's really a cool thing to do.
Yeah, go check that out. And then also back in Crossville.
Yep, the FACS Downtown Craft Fair at 10 a.m. to 5 p.m. Central.
Yeah, go check that out. Free admission. If you want a booth, you can call that number. It sounded like from the web page I read, they still have some available spots. So call that number. And this is a cool one, the an apple festival.
Yeah, they're probably going to have a little space left over, because I tell you, the vendors are always hot and heavy there at the Cumberland Homestead Apple Festival. And that's right up where that tower is.
Yeah.
The Homestead School, top of the mountain. And it's a great drive. Go to Spring City, turn up Grandview Mountain, go through Grassy Cove, and it's right there at the top of the mountain. Go see that. It's really cool. A lot of vendors, a lot of food. They used to have the big stack cakes, the dried apple stack cakes you could buy, but it's something to see. We're going Saturday for sure.
Yeah, that'll be good for sure. Multi-family yard sale.
Yep. Also in Spring City, that's at 9 a.m. at 112 Old Ray Springs Road. Give them a call at 423-504-3346.
Yeah.
Any questions?
And then back in Crossville, the Autumn Days Corn Maze.
Yeah, it's off exit 311 off I-40. I don't know if that's the old Autumn something farm. I don't know.
It could be.
Auburn Mills, Autumn Acres. Yes.
Yeah.
Former site of Autumn. I should have read that, but we went past that on the interstate, and we saw them setting up, so it looks like they're going to have a lot of stuff over there too.
Yeah, so that's going to be cool, going on till November 3rd. And then another airport appreciation day.
In Morgan County from 11 a.m. to 4.
Yeah, go check that out. And then Farmers Market again.
In Spring City from 8 a.m. to 12, and that's down there on Front Street.
This is cool. The VIP Family in Home Care is having a ribbon cutting.
Yep, Friday the 27th, they're having a ribbon cutting, and they're going to have giveaways. A Hippie Bowl food truck's going to be there, so
Yeah, go check
Good to see what
that
they got
out.
going.
And our good friends at Rockwood Marina, they've got a whole weekend of events.
yep, they got cribbage for fun and s'mores and pours. Then they have tie-dyeing on Saturday with free bingo, and Sunday they got a charity breakfast that this time the proceeds are going to Hands of Mercy.
Yeah, absolutely. Go check that out. Plenty to do. And again, we got more things to do coming up just a few minutes in our other interest segment. All right, heading into local school news brought to you by Roane County Animal Shelter. And the best part about this is we get to share some available, get them while they last, some cool animals there.
Some of these dogs are so cute, and then cats, that
Yes.
they're going to last long. So if you want Ginger or Isabella, you better get on down there.
Yeah, or,
Tex or Grady,
yep, cute, both of them. And then,
Pluto or Olive.
yeah, Pluto's.
Pluto would work out with your Halloween decorations
Absolutely.
as well.
Yeah, and then here's Memphis.
Memphis is looking good.
He's a happy little dog, and there's their prices, really cheap. You can't beat them. And there's Athenia.
Athena, she
Athena.
needs somebody just to hold on her for a while and let her realize everything's gonna be okay.
She's scared, yeah, you can tell. But give them a call. It's awesome. Hey, and they're looking for volunteers. Give them a call at that number. And don't forget, no excuse not to have your animal fixed. We've got a low-cost spay and neuter clinic right next to the Humane, not the Humane Society, but the Animal, Roane County Animal Shelter. But go check that out. All right, here is your lunch menu. Today was corn dog nuggets. Tomorrow, chicken drumsticks, spaghetti, buffalo chicken wrap, honey barbecue smackers, and of course, pizza. Wrapping it up on Friday. Of course, if you didn't know, we are a part of Rockwood High School's curriculum. Mrs. Clement's journalism class. Those kids do a lot. They do the yearbook. They have a Spotify podcast called Tiger Talk Podcast. You can check out on Spotify. Go give them a like or watch that. And they do this show every week. They give us news and stuff going on at Rockwood High School. So if you see this, give them a shout out, tell them they did a great job. But this week's reporters is Grace O'Connor and Avery Miles. and let's hear it from them.
Hi, I'm Avery Miles,
Hi, I'm Grace O'Connor, and we're here with the Rockwood High School Journalism.
and this is our week's segment of Small Town Network.
Our girls soccer team will celebrate their senior night this Thursday by playing Clinton at home.
Our football team will travel to Kingston this Friday night.
Our boys golf team is now in the district tournaments at Roane County.
Our homecoming projects are also starting this week, with students getting split into groups all across our school. Each group and project is trying to meet the theme, Rockwood Tigers Unleash the Beast.
Thank you so much for listening to our segment of Small Town Network.
Yeah, again, great job. Grace and Avery, they did a great job. Newbies on the program. I don't think either one of them has been
I
on
don't think so
the
either.
program before, so great job. And again, comment on the show. Tell
If
them
you know their grandparents, share it with them. They might not see it otherwise.
Yeah, tag them in that. But they do a great job. So if you watch the program, give a comment there and tell those kids they're doing a great job. All right, we've got, like they said, there's some stuff going on in sports.
Yeah, we're at a golf tournament in Kingston, and that's a district tournament. That's on the 23rd, today actually.
Yep.
Softball on 24th, they're having their parent meeting,
Yep, parents are in trouble.
but they are. And soccer away on the 26th at Clinton, and football away at Kingston on the 27th,
Yeah,
Friday.
that wraps it up. And now we'll head to weather. What's the weather going to be like for those games? Brought to you by Bells or Be-Alls or Bells with the second L silent, you name it. Out there right next to Walmart and what we call the Bells Shopping Center. All kinds of things. They do have all the cooler weather stuff coming in, so if you're getting stuff for the cooler weather, and they have the holiday stuff. You probably have to get in there quick if you want to get some of the fall stuff before it's gone. But I do believe they have Christmas stuff coming in already. But go down there, they have tons of stuff, tons of cool things. Even here, just in their checkout line, you see, and I'm sure all this is different now. But go down there, see Madison, tell her you saw it here on Small Town Network, and we appreciate that. All right, gotta thank WVLT. And of course, WVLT Weather, the First Alert Weather Team, Heather, Haley, Ben, Kathy. We got new guy Spencer, Jacob Durham, all the crew there. And every now and then we get an awesome video from our
He has a cornucopia of Emmys.
He does. It's multi-Emmy award winning meteorologist Ben Cathy, but he's going to tell us what to expect. Is the rain heading our way or not? Here is Ben Cathy.
Hot off the presses, brand new First Alert weather day for you guys. This is Wednesday, specifically Wednesday evening. Now look, the rain could start in the morning, but the downpours are gonna mount up. Standing water. We've had a couple brush fires out in Roane County. We'll have some water over that. There is a hydroplaning risk. Not to hype this up, but just, take it easy. This is gonna cost you some time because of the reduced visibility and some gusty winds, right? So here's what we're looking at on Wednesday. The morning commute, again, there's some showers, so take it easy. But by the evening, the rain will cause some ponding. And some better news, this is a good news, bad news situation. Bad news is going to cost you time on the roads. But then you can kind of see this claw thing coming into Roane County. That's 2 to 3 inches just through later in the day on Wednesday. And then we could also be tracking another First Alert on Friday from what will soon be Helene. Meanwhile, a little jump ahead here, it is a bye week for the Vols. You know what that means? Wedding bells are chiming. This has got to be the biggest wedding weekend of the year. Right now, things are looking pretty good out here on the plateau. Temperatures in the lower 80s. Go check out the video Scotty sent me. Ozone Falls, not even a trickle. For Small Town Network, I'm meteorologist Ben Cathy.
Yeah, but you already got to see the Ozone Falls drone video, but you can see it on WVLT's app as well. Gotta thank Ben for that. And here we go. Here is your 8-day forecast. And as you can see, it's hot tomorrow. 91 degrees.
But then she's going to cool off the rest of the week.
Yeah, and then it rains, brings it down. And then, 70s and 80s, 60s at night. It's not too bad. Let's see if I can take you over.
Hopefully for the festivals and stuff this weekend, it's going to be fairly clear.
Yeah, and wanted you to see this is the web page live. That was Ben right there on the web page, where you can go and check out this website, wvlt.tv. But there's your weather radar. Nothing on the radar, so that's good news. And then don't forget, download their apps. There's 2 apps, a news app and a weather app, and both of those can be programmed to your exact location.
Especially with winter coming up.
Yeah.
Because you'll get alerts when the schools are out. You'll
Exactly.
get alerts when
It gives
bad
you
weather's coming. So.
School delays, school
Yeah.
closings, traffic, you name it. So download those apps. Thanks to Big Ben for that awesome report. All right, heading to other interests, which is things coming up later on in the upcoming weeks. Brought to you by Six Little Teacups. Go down there. She's open all the time, and she's got fresh food made in there all the time. Fresh sweets and treats, you name it, it's in there. And you can even have a princess party if your kids are having a birthday. She can make you a custom birthday cake. She makes wedding cakes, business party like cookies or cupcakes, you name it. She can do it for you. But check her out. We call it way South Kingston. You just head south on 58 and she's right there on the right. All right, heading into other interests. And again, it's stuff coming up in the upcoming weeks.
We go all the way into Christmas with
Yes.
this. But they're having a harvest festival very soon in downtown Crossville on the 4th.
Yep, and then October 5th.
The Beanpot Campground's having a bluegrass jam.
Yeah, go check that out. And it's that time, medieval fair time.
Yeah, from the 5th to the 20th. All through October, you're having a medieval fair on Saturdays and Sundays in Harriman.
Yeah, 3 weekends in a row, so don't miss that. And then the 8th.
Yeah, they're having a discussion from Robert Bailey, or a presentation by him, a Roane County historian, over at the historic Kingston Courthouse.
Yeah, and then on the 11th, same thing.
Oh, it's a public library, rather.
Yeah,
It's
yeah.
Esther Plumans.
Yeah, they got a special thing. And then this is cool, Touch a Truck.
Touch a Truck. I know Tom would have loved this as a child. He always about heavy equipment and trucks,
Yeah.
but they're going to be there at the Riverfront Park in Harriman for kids to go out and set on them and see what they do, and especially the little boys will get out there and let them see that. They'll love it, I guarantee.
Yeah, that's a good time. And this is from our good friends at Arrowhead.
Arrowhead's having a barbecue fundraiser for a family that had a devastating fire.
Yeah, so October 12th. And if you can't go, I'm sure you could call them up and see how to donate.
Yep.
But that'll be in the 261 Bennett Drive in Spring City. And then the Cornstalk Heights.
Yeah, they're having a Huntings of Harriman event on the 18th and 19th of the Cornstalk Heights.
Yeah, check that out. And this one's so cool, October Sky Festival.
Yeah, it's because of that movie.
Yeah.
And it was a good movie, but that's over there in Oliver Springs.
Yeah, check that out. And it's that time for Trunk or Treats.
Yep, that's coming up really, really quick, but Trunk or Treat to Sycamore Trace.
Yep, that's October 24th. I'm sure we'll pile up with more of these.
A bunch.
And Booze and Booze.
That's down at for a costume party at Cofer's Garage.
Yeah, 26 at 7. And then this one's hard to read, Roane County Animal Shelters Hoot and Howl.
Yep, on Saturday, October the 26th.
Yeah, and Friday the 25th as well. It's buried in the graphics there, but go check that out. And it's the Chili Cook-Off.
At
That's Main Support. Yeah.
Annual Chili Cook-Off and Fall Festival on the 26th.
Yeah, and you'll see all these upcoming in the upcoming shows, because as we get closer, we give you more info, but
Yeah.
more treats and treasures.
On the 31st, having Treats and Treasures Party, and that's associated with Copper Chick Soapery.
Yeah, it's always hard to say. I'm glad you got it this week. And then the Christmas stuff begins.
Yeah, the barn at Maple Creek is having a pop-up sale on
Yeah.
November the 9th.
Yeah, and then wrapping up the list.
Christmas market on the 23rd of November.
Yeah, and again, if you have an event, any event, no events are too big, too small. If anything, fundraisers, if you got an anniversary, special occasion, you name it, something you want to get out there.
You got just an embarrassing photo of somebody you know.
Yeah,
Send it. We love putting those things out.
absolutely.
But you can send that and contact us at smalltownnetworklive@gmail.com. Don't forget the live part. Or, as always, the cheapest, quickest, most cost-effective method of contacting us is to message us directly on Facebook.
Yeah, that's right. And you hear the music in the background. That's my Ukrainian friends. It's a Ukrainian folk band called Uzori. And they are still over there fighting for their lives, fighting for their freedom, and playing music for their troops. So it's very awesome. Like we always say, you get a money-back guarantee. And if you don't show up to work to do this show, you end
have to
up
pay.
paying. So Howard is paying. He knows it. But again, don't forget to check out Town and Talk. It's very cool. It's a new page that he's got going on. He also has a group, but he'll share the county.
He's going to do some interviews with, he's already done one, I
Yep.
think, interviews with candidates. And speaking of that, some sad news, I think Bobby Anderson, who's running for council, had a pretty serious health emergency. So everybody pray for him, make sure he gets better. But but that's just
That's
part of it,
we'll pray for him. But check out Town and Talk. He'll actually have the city council meeting from tonight on there.
Yep.
So again, another week in the books. Thanks for watching. Don't forget to like, follow, and share. And from all of us here, I'm Scott Wilk.
I'm John Evans.
Yeah, thanks
That's
for watching. Yeah,
not
that's
Howard.
Not Howard. And again, thanks for watching. And don't forget to go check us out on all the other platforms as well.
Yep.
So anyway, have a great week, everybody. Thank you for watching.